Don't be mistaken, your bloody time's up. This ain't no game when I hit it and entertain ya.
Gotta hide, I'm not here to entertain ya. Just walk away and face the showdown. I won't fight, I don't care about the bleeding. 'Cause my freedom's undefeated. My soul on fire, burning desire. Make no mistake, 'cause the stakes are getting higher. Gotta hide, I'm not here to entertain ya. I'm not here to entertain ya.
Don't be mistaken, your bloody time's up. This ain't no game when I hit it and entertain ya.
What is up, guys? And yet again, I can't even get my freaking intro out before we get violent here in CMV. My goodness, Maggie Shaw in the ring, ready to go, and well, evidently so is Ashley Rain, as we indeed kick things off here this evening with a second round matchup in the Cyborg Invitational. But what is up, guys? Dashing is indeed here for yet another episode of CMV, and it's Octane number 81, baby. And it's going to be a rough and rugged night if you couldn't tell already. Because yes, indeed, our main event, a death match as Hunter Quinn defends his Rite of Passage championship against the Ted. Meanwhile, Maggie Shaw hucking Ashley Rain out of the corner there. Yes, indeed, a second round matchup in the Cyborg Invitational, and Ashley Rain with good reason to come into this one fired up. Obviously, as last month we were supposed to see these two meet one-on-one, but Maggie Shaw brutally attacked Rain before the match began, ended up leaving Rain unconscious in the middle of the ring, so the small but mighty one with a bit of a score to settle. Looking to do just that, as Maggie Shaw currently sits at 1-0 in the Invitational. Rain, on the other hand, 0-1 after her loss to Amelia Jones. Shaw has the chance here with a win to maintain her spot at the top of the rankings. Big discus punch. Tries for maybe a forearm, but Rain with a kick to the back of the leg. Quickly she gets into the ring, Maggie Shaw. As we just saw earlier this week on Shockwave, countouts, disqualifications indeed in effect in Invitational matches, as Riley Van Wilson, we saw, defeated Caroline Swift by countout. Some punches now from Maggie Shaw. Here's a tweet, by the way, for Amelia Jones, and she says, just saying, I think it's because Ashley doesn't like Maggie. Wait, what? I think it's because Ashley doesn't like Maggie because she wasn't angry when we had our match. Amelia Jones, I think, trying to say there that Ashley Rain doesn't like Maggie Shaw. A truly astute observation. Give that woman a Nobel Prize right there, man. Ashley Rain does not like Maggie Shaw. Breaking news, ladies and gentlemen. Not a lot of people like Maggie Shaw, though, to be fair. I think you'd be hard-pressed to find anyone in that women's locker room who has a kind thing to say about Maggie Shaw. Not that she would care around the ring. Pulling it in on the queen of CMV. Big hook to the jaw, coming up from behind now. And a Russian leg sweep on the floor. Well, also here tonight, my fine feathered friends, on this red-hot edition of Octane, we're going to find out who's next in line to challenge the Unholy Alliance for the Octane Tag Team titles, as Aurelius and Desolation will face off in a #1 contenders match. Not to mention, Alaric is here on Octane, making his Octane debut. Wait! Sunny side down. Ashley Rain ain't playing with your girl, into the pin. Oh, but a kick out. Maggie Shaw able to hang in there, although perhaps not for much longer. Maggie Shaw right about now might be regretting getting on the bad side of Ashley Rain to the top rope. Perhaps the raindrop, big body splash. Felt like a little more than a raindrop, I'm sure, but still a kick out from Shaw. As Maggie now going to grab the arm should I say Ashley Rain, gonna grab the arm of Maggie, smack it off the canvas. Shaw certainly needing to turn things around big time, and looking to do just that. The old school pile driver. Deadeye, not done. Or perhaps just wants to make sure Rain doesn't get a lucky rope break. Yeah, now gonna go for the pin. Might have wasted some time there, however. Well, that time benefits Rain, able to kick out. Something tells me Shaw ain't through with the small but mighty one. DDT! Keeping the head and pressure on the neck. Puts a pressure on the head and neck of Ashley Rain. Now a neck breaker. Two former world champions. And again, the winner of the Cyborg Invitational, when all is said and done, earns that Magnificent 8 contract. They can then cash in anytime, anywhere for a shot at the Women's World Championship, something Ashley Rain knows all about. Former Miss Magnificent 8 cashing in to win her first World Championship. Oh no! Maggie grabs the hair! Setting Rain up with that straight right hook, and it's going to be good night. No! Ashley Rain digging way down deep to kick out of that. Shaw staying on the attack. Now lifting Rain up to her feet. Hefty Irish whip pulls her back into a clothesline. Tries for a stop though. Rain able to pop up to her feet. Whoa! Just throws out a clothesline wildly. I think it only grazed Shaw, but allows Ashley Rain to grab her by the back of the head. Walking her to the corner takes a little bit too long though. Shaw's able to break free with those elbows to the midsection. And now it's Rain who's going to go for a walk. Up against the ropes, the last place that she wants to be. Oh, Maggie Shaw going to use the top rope as a weapon here, choking out the Queen. Now some heavy-duty headbutts from Deadeye. Defeated Riley Van Wilson in the first round of the Cyborg Invitational. Even though Maggie Shaw might not have many friends in that locker room, might not have many supporters in the CM universe, I'll tell you right now, she is a favorite for a good reason here in the Cyborg Invitational. Maggie Shaw's got laser focus, man. She wants that Women's World Championship back, and she's willing to do anything to get what she wants. Nice counter. Back elbow by Rain. Quickly into the pin. A little bit of desperation on display by Ashley Rain, and unfortunately for her, that desperation is not going to pay off. Only a 1 count. Refusing to allow Shaw to get to her feet. Stomp to the shoulder as now she drags her from out of the corner, away from the ropes. Again, insisting that Maggie Shaw stays down here. Shaw not going to do that, however. Eats a forearm. Shaw wisely rolls to the outside, looking for a breather, but unfortunately Ashley Rain, suicide dive, did not come to play around tonight, baby. That was obvious by the way this match started. Rain rushing into the ring and immediately pouncing on Maggie Shaw. There's no games. Sliced oranges on the floor. Maggie Shaw getting the back of her head rocked and now thrown back into the ring. It could be over right here. Rain could take all the time in the world, but she's going to make sure that the job is done. What's this? Brain Buster! 1, 2! You gotta be kidding me! Rain's like, to the top she goes. Raindrop! Another body splash, but Shaw sees that one coming. Meaty clothesline, but the stop misses. Rain with a kick to the back of the knee. Shaw responds with a knife edge chop. Now it's back and forth here between these two. Second round matchup in the Cyborg Invitational. They're throwing soup bones at each other. Back and forth. Looks like Shaw might finally get the upper hand. Another knife edge chop. Chop to the chest. Rain is not going down so easily though. Oh, there's one of those big hooks. Vintage Shaw. 1, 2. But a kick out. Maggie can't believe it. What the hell does she have to do? Oh, another straight right between the eyes. Surely that's game over. 1, 2. There just ain't no way, man. Maggie Shaw scrambling to her feet, mouth agape. How in the hell did Ashley Rain pick out of another knockout punch? And well-placed kicks to the back of the leg and to send Shaw down to the outside. Now Ashley Rain giving herself just a little bit of time to recover here. Jaw's got to be hanging on by a thread at this point. Gonna need to have some ice ready when she gets home. Big kick to the side of the head. Shaw now grabbing at the arm, but Rain coming at it with that knee. What a way to kick off Octane. Number 81, baby. It's gonna be a night to remember at least two. Giving us a humdinger and a half straight out the gate. Again, if Maggie Shaw wins, she retains her spot at the top of the rankings. If Ashley Rain wins, she'll go 1-1 and prove her standing. Throws Maggie Shaw back into the ring. Got to watch that count. Just before 6, and Rain, she's going to the top again. We've been waiting for the raindrop all match long. We're still not going to get it. What is she trying for here? Small but mighty with a truly picture-perfect missile drop kick into the pin, but not enough for the win. Rain just boggling her mind here. Kick to the gut, going for another brain buster. This could be it, but Maggie Shaw knows it. Able to drop down behind, spins her around for another pile driver, but Rain counters, rolls through. Can she steal it? 1, 2, 3, wow! Rain, what a steal! What a steal! Ashley Rain goes 1-1 in the Cyborg Invitational. What a huge win! My God! The Queen! Upsetting Deadeye here tonight. What a match!
It's official, folks. Alaric Hohenstein is going to the Octane brand. It took whole minutes of negotiation. That's how long this deal took. Might have taken the longest to make any deal in human history. We had to literally walk in and out of a room, maybe twice. But it's the best deal that has ever been cut for any roster member in CMV going to any brand ever. And I'm looking forward to making my mark against Mr. Ben Stacy. Wish you the best of luck, sir. But there's another match that I will have some comments about a bit later. Once I have some time to get my thoughts together, and it's that death match. Now, whoever walks out of that, the winner, well, needless to say, I think that CMV management has sort of proven my point for me there. Big yikes there, fellas, but don't worry, because now you can join Purify and change the world.
And indeed, we have that debut to look forward to a little bit later on. Alaric arrives on Octane, battling Ben Stacy. But first, we find out who is next in line to challenge the Unholy Alliance for the Octane Tag Team titles, as Aurelius gets ready to take on Desolation. And it was a so-so night, obviously, in London, England, at Fortune for Aurelius, as indeed we saw these two, Andre Rogers and Anarchy champion Leon Valente, knock off the duo of Ben Stacy and Ricky Gelani. But unfortunately, and I know I wasn't the only one shedding a few tears that night, Chris Diamond could not get the job done against Morgan. And I know that Diamond, he wanted to be out here in the corner of his boys, but he's just not ready yet. You know, I was talking to him a bit earlier, trying to console him. He's just not fully ready to face the CM universe just yet. Hopefully he'll be back soon. And well, in the meantime, he's got to rely on his boys here to pick up the slack for Aurelius. You go a long way in helping Diamond to feel better if Rogers and Valente can secure a tag team championship opportunity here, but that's easier said than done, as they got to get through Bludgeon and Trauma, who of course we saw at Fortune rip and tear apart Amare Rivers and Joseph Santos in that Anarchy Rules match, and these two have been virtually unstoppable here in the new season. I'll say best of luck to Aurelius. They have my vote of confidence, as confident as I can be for them here in this matchup, that is. And I would say that Hunter Quinn is watching this one backstage in his locker room, but he's more than likely fully fixated on our main event still to come, the death match, where he defends his Rite of Passage championship against the Ted. But I'm sure that the rest of the Unholy Alliance watching here, who are they going to be defending their tag team gold against? Will it be Aurelius or will it be Desolation? Every single time, man. Chills up and down my arms. I don't know how or why anyone willingly gets into the ring against these two. Always boggles my mind. That's what Andre Rogers and Leon Valente are willing to do here for a championship opportunity. So we're going to see the Golden Boy get things started against Bludgeon as the referee rings the bell. Indeed, still to come before our main event death match. We got the Octane arrival of Alaric. He'll be taking on Ben Stacy. Cannot wait after his impressive debut, which he called the greatest match of all time in CMV history at Fortune. I don't know about that. Might be a little bit of a stretch. Couple of elbows to the midsection by Andre Rogers. Gonna get Bludgeon off his back momentarily, as now he delivers a knee to the gut, kick to the chest, nice elbow, takes him down to his knees, and a knee to the side of the head. Also here tonight, guys, Morgan is in action, fresh off of his successful defense against Chris Diamond at Fortune in London, England. He's back in the ring right here tonight. He'll be going one-on-one with Andrew Briggs, as we all, including Morgan most of all, wait to find out who he's going to be next defending against come Absolution in just a few weeks. Officially kicking off the road to Ascendance 12. Big European uppercut there by Bludgeon. So maybe Andrew Briggs gets that massive non-title win. Could be him receiving the opportunity. That's certainly going to be in the back of his mind. Dragged into the corner, face first off the top turnbuckle. Let's not forget, though, guys, coming up this next episode of Shockwave, you can't miss it. The Higher Authority Invitational has 30 men on Shockwave going to battle for the opportunity to face Styles Be Godly at Unmatched for the Undisputed World Heavyweight Championship. I'm strapped in, baby. I'm ready to go. Bludgeon looks like he's ready to go as well. Hitting the Z spot right there. The biggest Zaccardi fan. Unfortunately, the pin is broken up. Not going to be an easy night. Andre Rogers makes the save and then immediately dips. Grabbing him by the back of the head. Valente's hurting. Able to pop off a few elbows to the gut, though, lest we forget Leon Valente. Still, man, unpinned, unsubmitted. Coming up on a full year here in CMV. Truly unbelievable. Has only lost one match. That was by count out a couple weeks ago. Courtesy of Amar, Ray Rivers, and Joseph Santos, but still not a single person has figured out a way to actually pin or submit this man. Could Desolation be the ones to find the chink in the armor? Aurelius not looking to let that happen. They don't want to let down the Golden General. Last thing he needs is them losing this matchup. Rogers going to get dragged into the corner. This could end very badly for the Golden Boy. Bludgeon. Reverse. STO sends Rogers face first into the middle turnbuckle. Quickly drops into the pin. Rogers making the save. He's moving very slow, though. Tag is made to Trauma. Fresh off of the destruction of Rivers and Santos at Fortune. Damn, that big boot just busted Rogers wide open. Oh my Lord in heaven. Wheelbarrow neck breaker. He said, you ain't going nowhere, boy. 1, 2. Damn near had it done just that easy. And not finished, there's the choke. Rogers though able to shake him off, spins him around with the quickness. Ooh, the 21! Pseudo 21. Into the pin he goes, but here comes Bludgeon before even the count of 1 to break up the pin. Rogers bleeding, trying to shake it off now as he looks to drag Trauma into the corner. A much needed tag. Trauma is not going to allow it though. Taking Andre Rogers for a ride, gives him the snake eyes. Golden Boy leading, nasty cut, looks like just above his right eye. The tag made. Here comes Bludgeon. Like a great white shark, man, smells blood in the water. Double axe handle going to cave in the skull of Andre Rogers. Bludgeon, what's he thinking about here? It's nothing good for Andre Rogers. Oh, just dropping a bomb on the man. Forearm smash, like I said, caving in the skull. 1, 2. Still, though, a kick out by Andre Rogers and getting frustrated is Bludgeon. That's the last thing you want is a frustrated, angry Bludgeon. Tries for, oh my Lord in heaven. Tried, I think, for a leg drop. Bulldog got caught with that power bomb. There's the tag to Leon Valente. A tag to Trauma as well. Trauma with that boot, bro. That big boot. Andre hasn't even gotten out of the ring yet as Trauma trying to break the neck of Leon Valente. Honestly, this might be a bit of a handicap matchup at this point, the state that Andre Rogers is in. Valente got to put the team on his back. Into the gut, a ripcord. A reverse STO. You can tell the Anarchy champion is hurt as well, watching his Trauma crawl his way into the corner. Anarchy champion trying to stay on top of him the best he can. Again, a shot at the Octane tag team titles up for grabs here. Trying to position Trauma in the corner, perhaps. Big Boy, though, able to break free. A gourd buster, GTS, a knee that could easily shatter the nose of Valente. I think he's just forgotten where the hell he is. Bludgeon is in on the tag now. Valente has to make the tag to Rogers. What kind of condition is he in, though? I'll tell you. Oh, the first 48! Double knees to the face. Desperation, but broken up is the pin by Trauma. Rogers focused on Trauma. Allows Bludgeon to roll to the outside. Rogers has found his second win here. See ya, Trauma. And now, oh, slingshot senton to the outside, cracking every rib in Trauma's body. Don't forget, Bludgeon's the legal man here for Desolation. There's that Uranagi, the Golden Boy. He's feeling it right now. He's got to get Bludgeon back into the ring, though. Looks like he ain't quite done. Knee to the face, discus, clothesline. Get him back in the ring, Andre. Knee to the back of the head, evaded. Here comes Trauma too. Don't forget about countouts here. Referee's already up to 7. Now 8. Rogers throws Bludgeon back into the ring. Takes out Trauma first with a big high kick. Count of 9 back into the ring. Safe. To the apron he goes. What's he setting up for here? He's calling for something. Oh, no, memeing us. The cheek. Irish whip off the ropes he goes. Ooh, a nice sleeper slam. And just like that. Bludgeon. What is this? Oh my God, a sort of deadlift. Yokosuka cutter. So desperate is Andre Rogers, doing all he can to stay in the fight. He needs to make the tag and he knows it. Bludgeon's able to break free. What now? Oh, we've seen this before from Bludgeon. I still don't know what the hell to call it though. Valente, wake up! Leon Valente, what the hell was that? Valente could have easily broken up the pin. He just stood there. What was that all about? Valente, you son of a bitch! He was standing right there! I'm torn. I want to go backstage right now. I want to find my friend Chris Diamond. I know he's got to be hysterical right now. And I got a job to do. Valente, you better not show your face before the Golden General if you know what's good for you. Don't tell him I said that, though. I tried to call Diamond, but he's not picking up. I'm worried. This is the last thing he needed. What has gotten into Leon Valente? Well, I mean, we all kind of got caught up there in the moment. Didn't even register the fact that Desolation, your new #1 contenders for the Octane Tag Team titles, they'll get their shot at the Unholy Alliance soon enough. What a matchup that's going to be. But, well, how about this, my friends? It's the return of the Deathmatch Princess. She's ditched the sweatpants. She's gotten rid of the pillow. It is the Ashley Riot of old. Back in a CMV ring. You love to see it. Obviously, the last few months have not been kind to Ashley Riot. Physically, but mostly mentally. She's fallen into a bit of a stupor, and she let that get the better of her. But no more. Ashley Riot is back. And she's looking to kick off her return with a victory here tonight against Precious Pratt. Fresh off of her failure to capture the Rising Star Championship at Fortune. What a challenge, though, she put up against Quinn Bell. Hell of a matchup. Came up just a bit too short, however. And now Precious Pratt hoping to keep herself in title contention with this win. Prove that she maybe deserves another opportunity. Quinn Bell indeed in need of a new #1 contender. Been a lot of talk in that women's locker room about Samantha Moset stepping up the wins she's been racking up as of late. She's certainly in contention. But also, Ashley Riot with renewed focus. You know, she would love a championship opportunity as well. So here we go, Ashley Riot, Precious Pratt, one-on-one Octane, episode 81. Ref gonna ring that bell, and although Riot might look as though she's back in her groove, I guess we'll well and truly find out as this matchup continues, whether she has fully shaken off the depression that she's been in for these last few months, since the end of last season. There's a stop for the arm of Precious Pratt. And as we get set, my friends, to kick off the road to Ascendance 12, big time announcement. We know that at Absolution every year, the King of the Hill match takes place, which awards its winner a world championship opportunity at Ascendance 12. Well, this year we are also going to be having a Queen of the Hill, as indeed at Absolution, 6 women will battle for the right to head to Ascendance 12 and fight for the Women's World Championship. And those qualifier battle royals begin next episode of Octane. Precious Pratt with a nasty looking slam, but kick out by Riot. So everything else that's going on here in CMV, every single woman now on the roster, and we talked about it a few weeks ago, the women's division is bigger than it's ever been here in CMV. So many women. You take a look at that roster, you can see the potential. Veterans, former world champions, but also a high number of up-and-comers. Both of these women right here, I could see holding world championship gold one day. A lot of people say it should have happened a while ago for Ashley Riot. I honestly would agree. Obviously, she's yet to hold a singles championship period. She's a multi-time women's tag team champion here in CMV. But that is an opportunity above all other opportunities to go to the biggest show of the year, the grandest stage of all, and fight for the Women's World Championship. No doubt about it. Ashley Riot able to escape a potential power bomb and into the attitude adjustment pile driver. In the blink of an eye, Rain might have this one in the bag. Uno, dos, but no tres. Riot. So far, I'd say. Oh, Jesus, I was about to give her some credit for the way she's been going at Precious Pratt. That choke bomb gonna lead into the eerie spider walk. Must have learned that from Joy Justice. Stalking her prey. And the poison kiss goodnight. Puts down the Deathmatch Princess. 1, 2, but a kick out by Riot. Pratt didn't seem to care though. Letting out a hearty laugh. I guess she's happy with the fact this matchup's going to continue. It's what she's doing from this angle. I think she was going after the eyes of Ashley Riot right there. This is really a matchup Riot can't afford to lose. But again, Precious Pratt having a little bit of a laugh. You having a laugh, mate? Riot is rolled to the outside. She's looking to be completely out of it right now. Precious Pratt in no sort of rush, just waiting patiently. Oh, her patience has worn thin, it would appear. The freeze and shatter lays Riot out at ringside. And now a stomp to the gut leads into a stomp to the chest. Why not again? It's all Precious Pratt right now. firmly in control. Man, stopping a mud hole in Riot. Just again and again, a little bit of a ring around the rosy situation. Looks like she's at last had enough. Gonna send Riot back into the ring. Precious Pratt knows give a goddamn about Ashley Riot finding herself again. Pratt to the top. Moonsault, but maybe got a little bit overconfident. Riot lured her in. Able to move out of the way just in the nick of time. Now she's got a hold of Precious Pratt's shoulder. And the Deathmatch Princess. I'm sure she's going to be eagerly watching our main event. The very first ever death match in CMV between the Ted and Hunter Quinn. But right now she is certainly busy. A reverse mat slam and now some stomps of her own to the chest of Precious Pratt. Got the legs, Pratt able to shove her back. Quickly she pops up to her feet, right to the outside, but Pratt in a split second launched herself to the outside, man. Locked and loaded indeed. Oh God, even more stomps to the chest. Pratt's enjoying herself. I can see a devilish smirk. Again, she sends Riot back into the ring. Deathmatch Princess has to do something, and sooner rather than later. Pratt's going back up to the top rope. Will she try for that moonsault again? No, an elbow this time, which lands perfectly on the upper back of Ashley Riot. And now the choke bomb once more, but this time stacks her up. 1, 2. Riot with little time to spare, but it may have been for naught as Pratt once again out of the corner, lining up her shot. Once more, the kiss goodnight. No, Riot! Riot's able to counter it this time. She saw it coming, Irish whip off the rope, she goes. Nice leg lariat, but can she act quick enough? The Riot Act! Face me. Wait. What? What? Precious Pratt! What? She just shook off the Riot Act like there was nothing! How the hell did she do that? And now, Pratt from the corner yet again. The kiss goodnight. No escaping it this time. 1, 2, 3, and Precious Pratt secures the win. What sort of fuckery was that? What sort of witchcraft did we just witness? Riot had the match won. She hit the Riot Axe, but Pratt, I can't even explain what we really just saw. What a win, though, for Precious Pratt.
Slate wants to talk about how there's no redemption for the likes of me, and maybe he's right. As I blossomed from a young lad until the man I am today, something always seemed off. I wanted power, more than others. I claimed I wanted family, but all I really wanted was people I could clutch onto to further myself. Even if I did grow quite fond of them in the end. Hurt people. Bunch of them. And to be honest, it felt pretty good. Slept around a bunch, maybe too much. Sure, I got kids somewhere. Don't care too much to meet them. The way everyone looks at me can tell they're all judging me for stuff they know. Would judge me harder for everything they don't know, too. But that doesn't mean anything. There's no redemption for the either of us, Slate. All that we got is trying harder the next day. You're a terrible person, and you take pride in that. OG Dirty Heel, that's your nickname. So I'll get up. I'll keep going. I'll try the next day. But if you keep going the route you're going, I'll show you the worst of John Lipnick. I'll show you the worst person to have ever stepped foot in this company. Because whether I like it or not, that John Lipnick is eternal.
Lads, gents, it is time. The arrival of Alaric here on Octane. What a debut it was for Sir Alaric at Fortune, making very quick work of poor Colin Kidman. Didn't even get a finger poke in, man. Absolutely wiped the canvas with Kidman. Did Alaric, and like I said earlier, calling it the greatest matchup in CMV history. I don't know if I'd go that far, but I'll tell you what, this could potentially be a hell of a matchup. Alaric certainly taking a big step up in competition here as he gets ready to battle young Ben Stacy, eager to prove himself yet again. And although coming into this one with a loss at Fortune alongside Ricky Gelani against Aurelius in singles competition, man, so far here in the new season, Ben Stacy, a win against Chris Diamond, a win against Ricky Gelani. He's been knocking down former world champions like it's nothing. Alaric is going to have his hands full here. And obviously Ben Stacy going to have to, well, I'd say he's going to have eyes in the back of his head after crossing Chris Diamond and Aurelius, but it looks like Diamond has, well, his hands full as well with what happened earlier. Not only is he already in a foul mood after what transpired at Fortune, but then Leon Valente seemingly on purpose costing Aurelius an Octane Tag Team Championship opportunity earlier tonight. What has gotten into him, we'll have to wait and see. I just feel for my good friend Chris Diamond. Maybe if Ben Stacy did the right thing and took Diamond up on his offer, joined Aurelius, maybe Ben Stacy could have made a difference. I blame this all on Ben Stacy. What a fool, man. When someone like Diamond offers you his hand, take it, no matter what exactly he's offering. But there is the man himself. Alaric arrives here on Octane. And he says once he's through with Ben Stacy, he's going to be watching the main event very closely. Apparently, he's got a few opinions regarding our main event here tonight. That death match between the Ted and Hunter Quinn. Something tells me I know what those opinions are. Alaric has made it very, very clear. Outside of CMV, and even in the few short weeks he's been in CMV, he wants to keep wrestling pure. The type of matchup we're going to see later on tonight disgusts Alaric. But that can't be his focus right now. If it is, he's going to end up regretting it. That bell rings and Ben Stacy comes out a million miles a minute. That's what I'm talking about. You better be 110% focused on Ben Stacy when he's on the other side of the ring. You are indeed going to live to regret it. Not the start Alaric was looking for, but a big kick to the side of the head. Deep press and some right hands. Alaric already having a tougher time with Ben Stacy than he did with Colin Kidman at Fortune. Off the ropes, the Doctor with a nice springboard body splash. Into the full mount he goes for some hammer fists. Couple of elbows as well. Alaric fancying himself a pure wrestler and wants to bring that back to all wrestling, CMV being his primary target. disgusts him when he sees the use of weaponry. Nothing pure about it. Makes him grind his teeth. Makes him spit. And Stacy. Oh! Looking to perhaps pay homage to Chris Diamond with the Diamond Driver. But Alaric able to stop that from happening. Nice drop down behind, reverse DDT. In the blink of an eye, things maybe not looking so good for young Ben Stacy. A pile driver from Alaric. Stunned, but evidently not through. What is this? Oh, modified sharpshooter. The Educator. Locked in here by Alaric, middle of the ring, too. There's no hope for a rope break. Looks like Alaric releases the hold. He's sensing that Ben Stacy not going to tap out. Rolls to the outside. Quick catch in the breath, but Stacy not going to allow it. Stays on him like white on rice. Launching an assault to the outside. Now trips him up. Double boot stomp, but Alaric sensed it coming. Moves out of the way. Swift. And now going to drop Stacy back first on the apron. The crack of his spine. Heard it from all the way over here. Shoots him right back into the ring. Stacy looking like that really took a lot out of him. Obviously the hardest part of the ring, as we all well know. But there's Stacy, few elbows to the midsection. He's able to shake it off. Can he shake it off quickly enough, though? Irish whip pulled back into a European uppercut. The most European uppercut that I have ever seen. Now kick to the midsection. Pulls the ripcord. Reverse STO, and down goes Alaric. Stacy quickly into the pin, hooking the leg. 1, 2 to Soul. The Octane debut of Alaric, but no such luck. 2.999. Up to the top goes Stacy, though. Keeping the pressure on. Alaric getting to his feet. He doesn't know what's coming. Ring around the ropes. He grabs the legs. This could be a huge steal right here. Ah, but a kick out by Alaric. Stacy not giving Alaric an inch. The Diamond Driver again attempted, but Alaric once more having absolutely none of it. Goes for a forearm. Stacy off the ropes with a springboard drop kick. Quick thinking, those lightning fast reflexes, that's what makes Ben Stacy oh so dangerous, not to mention trained by the one and only Jay Young. Snap elbow across the chest. Gonna go again. This time Alaric moves out of the way, though. Alaric, I think, is disgusted by most people, to be fair. He's not disgusted by fondue, though. I know that to be a fact. A great enjoyer of fondue. Ben Stacy not going to be an enjoyer of this knee. Good God. Like a speeding bullet. See ya, bye, Ben Stacy. 1, 2. Damn. Alaric pissed off with the resilience of Ben Stacy. Now just seating himself on the lower back. Forcing the doctor to crawl into the corner in all sorts of trouble right now. Alaric just patiently waiting. Double axe out of the back of the head. Slams him sternum first off the top turnbuckle. Now trying for some stops, but Stacy able to fight his way up. Forearm smash. And again, all he has left. Tanahashi clothesline. Stacy scrambling. He knows he can't play around with someone like Alaric. Damnation kick. Ringing the bell of Alaric. But still ain't done. Young Ben Stacy. Oh, we know what he's looking for. He's looking to trap Alaric in that octopus stretch. Cinched in. Big, big, big trouble for Alaric. Wait though. Wait a minute. Alaric. Well, Alaric pretty much instantaneously escaping. Didn't even allow Ben Stacy to fully lock that in. That has tapped out many a man. But not Alaric, not here tonight. Man, what a combo. Oh, and this is what he finished off Colin Kidman with that fortune. The double underhook pile driver. And there's no getting up from that. 1, 2, 3. A successful arrival here on Octane for Alaric. Given a tough fight by young Ben Stacy, but the fight not enough. Alaric willing to do all he has to do to spread his message of purity. And I'm sure that that message reached a great many with this performance here tonight. It's our tertiary main event coming up next here on Octane number 81. And the Women's World Champion is in the building. That's right, Anne-Marie is here and set for action. Of course, we now know who she will be defending her World Championship against that unmatched in just a little over a week. That, of course, being Beatrice Lotus, who defeated Ellie Quinn inside of a steel cage, had fortune to officially become #1 contender. And Lotus certainly had some strong words for Miss Reed earlier this week on Shockwave, calling her a vacant champion. And maybe a little bit of credit to what Lotus was saying. Anne Reed has not been seen since her win in Tokyo, Japan, against the Killjoy Club. She's been MIA the last few weeks, but, well, obviously she heard what Beatrice Lotus had to say on Shockwave. She's showing up here tonight. And looking to remind Beatrice Lotus exactly who she's about to be stepping into the ring against come Unmatched. Look on the other side of the ring, though, Taryn Torres, the opponent of Amber Reed here. What an opportunity she could have fallen into her lap here tonight. Momentous occasion it would be if she could somehow find a way to upset the history maker here. That would be a star-making victory for someone like Torres. Still to come up next after this, our co-main event, guys, global champion Morgan in action as he takes on Andrew Briggs in a non-title matchup. And then, of course, it's our main event death match as Hunter Quinn defends the Rite of Passage Championship against the 10. You can be sure Beatrice Lotus is going to be watching this one. Lotus has steadily proven herself over the past year, but especially these last couple of months since the start of the new season, that she has what it takes to hang amongst the best, that she's deserving to be amongst the upper echelon in the CMV Women's Division, that she has more than earned her shot at Amber Reed come Unmatched. But well, when that match comes, when the lights are on bright, when she fully realizes exactly who she is standing across the ring from, will those butterflies be too much? Will Beatrice Lotus choke in the biggest match of her CMV career? That's what Amber Reed is betting on. But right now, it is an opportunity for Taryn Torres to prove herself to the entire CM universe in that locker room, and Amber Reed gonna come out locked, cocked, and ready to go with that backbreaker, neckbreaker combo and a stomp to the face. Well, why not one more? Amber Reed busted her ass to become Women's World Champion once again. It took her damn near an entire season, multiple opportunities But at last she got her hands on Riley Van Wilson. Had climbed to fame and she made the most of it. Took off the head of the Polish warrior in a matter of minutes to become Women's World Champion once more. And Amber Reed, she's not going to relinquish that title this time. It's going to take a whole damn army to get that championship off of her waist. She's certainly not fretting Beatrice Lotus. Reed has made it clear that Lotus, Quinn, everyone else in the women's division, not on her level. She's the history maker. She's a bona fide future Hall of Famer. Everyone else is levels beneath her. Could be in for a rude awakening, though. I think if she doesn't take Lotus seriously, come unmatched, that'll be her mistake, and it might lead to her downfall. Like I said, Lotus has proven herself again and again to be a dangerous threat in that ring. Taryn Torres getting back into the ring. Looks like she would be happy to take a count-out win here, and you can't blame her. A win against the champ is a win against the champ. Oh, but wait a minute! As Amber Reed has gotten back to her feet, Taryn Torres taken to the air. And a DDT on the floor, no less. Taryn Torres giving it socks here against the Women's World Champion Amber Reed. Throws her off to the side, gets back into the ring. Gonna reset the count. As she tries for maybe a basement dropkick, but Reed able to sidestep her. Hangman's neck breaker. No, forearm right to the base of the skull. Tying up them legs, kick to the ribs, wrenching back on the arms and forcing Torres to kiss the cold floor. Amber Reed has plans to walk into Ascendance 12 as Women's World Champion. We get ready to kick off the road to Ascendance 12. The next few weeks. Absolution, our first stop. As we announced a little bit earlier tonight, the women to compete in the Queen of the Hill match at Absolution, with the winner receiving a World Championship opportunity at Ascendance 12. Amber Reed, big reverse DDT out of the corner. Torres, that rocked her. She's quickly out onto the apron. I don't think she's going to be safe there, though. Amber Reed running her down, knocks her to the outside. Now just stalwart, waiting for Torres to dare to get back into the ring, and she dares. Reed waiting for it, doesn't not quick enough. Nice roll up into the double boot stop. We're going to send Reed into the corner. Handspring back elbow. Vintage. Into the pin too. You're shocked that was enough to knock off Amber Reed. Tries for the drop kick. Connects to the back of the head. Reed. Oh, sit out face buster. Damn, might have made the mistake of looking past Taryn Torres here tonight. Like I said, Torres, this is her biggest matchup yet here in CMV. No doubt about it. She's making the most of it. Reed able to kick out now in the corner. Catching that kick, nicely done. High kick. Takes her down out of the corner and sets her up in perfect position for that knee to the jaw. 1, 2. But a kick out from Torres. Amber Reed almost more annoyed than anything else as she gets back to her feet. Torres somehow still has a jaw. And she grabs Amber Reed by the hair, spins her around. How do you do with that knee to the face? 1, 2.999, man. Taryn Torres a millisecond away from maybe one of the bigger upsets we've seen in some time. Amber Reed has made it more than clear that, like I said before, doesn't see Beatrice Lotus as being on her level. She's beaten Lotus before, but something she fails to mention most of the time is that Lotus has also beaten her before, pinned her in that triple threat match. Lest we all forget. Taryn Torres certainly did not get all that clothesline. She is rushing off the top. That's why you don't rush, man. You make a mistake like that against someone like Amber Reed. Whoa! Karen Torres is casually pulling out the moonsault fallaway slam. And again, a close call. Have we been sleeping on Karen Torres, man? Amber Reed got to get ahead in the game here. A loss she could not afford going into a match. Something even more for Beatrice Lotus to bring up, to pick at. You know she will. Karen Torres with a knee of her own. Giving it back to Amber Reed. Kick to the gut. Throwing out some forearms. Knife edge chop. And the sit-out face buster on the floor. Karen Torres. Koji clutch. Impressive. Oh no, that's the code of silence. It ain't gonna do her much good at ringside though, even if she could fully lock it in. This ain't falls count anywhere. Whoa. What the? Wow! Karen Torres, holy shit! 1, 2. Was that a cutter? I couldn't tell if that was a cutter or a neck breaker. Well, either way. Oh my God. Torres, front flip DDT attempted. Reed shuts it down. And now, the hammerlock reverse STO rears its ugly head. But a kick out! Are you joking? I am an official Karen Torres fan. Mark me down. If I wasn't before, I most certainly am now. Delivering the fight of her life and then some. Amber Reed most definitely was not prepared for this level of competition from rookie Karen Torres here tonight. Neither was I, neither was anybody. And the match still isn't over. Karen Torres with a chance to well and truly put herself on the map. Send a message to the entire goddamn world. Right off the lower back of Amber Reed. Torres, though, quickly caught with that kick to the side of the head. And so quickly, Amber Reed into the full mount. Raining down lefts, rights, elbows. Oh, that knee to the knee, it looked like. Followed up by a springboard forearm. I don't think that's what Amber Reed was intending, but oh no, and just like that, sparked the revolution! Knee to the jaw, middle of the ring. Thanks for There ain't no way, bro. How the hell? Karen Torres, she's gotten into the booze juice supply. Drops to the outside, but Amber Reed not letting her get far. Women's World Champion from the top to the outside. Savant kick. Caving in the chest of Torres. Oh, God, and now the gory bomb. Face and chest first, splats on the floor. If that weren't good enough, boom! The need to win. Crack in the face of Karen Torres. Throws her off to the side. Says, stay down. A merciful death delivered by Amber Reed. Or maybe not. Amber Reed could have easily taken the count-out win. Torres was not getting back up. Amber Reed had the win right there. Was that a mistake, man? She gives Torres the chance, another opening, an opportunity, and she takes it. That sit-out face buster. Gonna drag Reed. Throws her back into the ring. Oh my God. Did Amber Reed just cost herself this match? Did her arrogance get the better of her? Torres out of the corner. DDT. She hit it! 1, 2, 3! Oh my God! Taryn Torres did it! Taryn Torres did it! But Anne Marie is saying, I'm still the champion. What does it matter? But look who it is. Beatrice Lotus was watching. The #1 contender. Doesn't look like she was all that impressed. Amber Reed, still the Women's World Champion. She didn't even give Taryn Torres the chance to celebrate this monumental victory. Just, yeah, take your petty win. Beatrice Lotus wasn't having it though. This is our tertiary main event, by the way. How could I possibly forget that we've still got Chloe Marks versus Ellie Quinn coming up a little bit later on. My bad. I got a bit overzealous. You know, I was hoping to make it an early night so I could go find my friend Chris Diamond and see how he's doing. But unfortunately, it looks like I'm going to have to stick around for Chloe Marks of all people. Don't tell her I said that. Coming up next, the global champion, Morgan in the building. Fresh off of his successful defense of the global championship, as much as it hurts me to say, against Chris Diamond in London, England at Fortune. And now the Sheriff of Octane looks towards absolution. The first stop on the road to Ascendance 12. Who will be next in line to step up to the Ogre? Morgan, as always, welcoming everyone to step up to the plate so he can knock him down. Every intention of the world of making it to Ascendance 12, still global champion. The man undefeated at Ascendance. Ascendance 10, he retired Adam Valentine. Ascendance 11 last year, he beat Ace Reeves to become Rite of Passage champion. At Ascendance 12, what awaits the Ogre? Well, here tonight awaiting him is the benchmark of CMV, Andrew Briggs, who returned last episode of Octane. Unfortunately suffering a loss at the hands of Joe Blade. But Briggs looking to bounce back and big time here. With this win, potentially it could be Andrew Briggs who walks into Absolution for a shot at Morgan and the Global Championship. Andrew Briggs has quite a history with Absolution. A few years ago, he challenged, or I should say defended, that's that vintage dashing memory trying to creep in, defended the undisputed World Heavyweight Championship against Xander Slate. And he was successful that night. But indeed, our tertiary main event here still to come. Chloe Marks one-on-one with Ellie Quinn. And of course, our main event you can't miss, a death match as Hunter Quinn defends his Rite of Passage championship against the 10. Morgan wasting no time, going right after Briggs. Some punches to the midsection, now has them all tied up at the ropes. Not even 20 seconds into this matchup and things already looking bleak for the benchmark. Getting his chest caved in. Nothing like a punch to the temple. God, you can kill someone that way. You punch him hard enough in the temple. If not some permanent brain damage. Morgan doesn't seem to give much of a fuck, though. Big knee to the side of the head. Able to get out of the way just in the nick of time. Quick belly-to-belly slam. Briggs, though, popping back up. Launches out at Morgan with a forearm smash. Another knee, this time connects. Don't forget, Andrew Briggs, a former undisputed world heavyweight champion. Every time Briggs gets into the ring, man, it's no joke. And Morgan is no dummy. He's not going to make the same mistake that we just saw Amber Reed make. Downplaying Taryn Torres, not taking her seriously, and she paid for it in the end. Morgan, for the beast that he is, he's not an idiot. He's an intellectual. He's a thinking monster. That's what makes Morgan so dangerous. That's made him so unstoppable. Hasn't been pinned, hasn't been submitted. And almost, or is it, at this point, I think it's coming up on a year. Unbelievable. But a hoist! Andrew Briggs back into the ring, lets out that roar, and a German just going to get him overhead. You see, the thing about it is, who's going to step up? After seeing what Morgan has done to his challengers, to Chris Diamond, to Ricky Gelati, to the Earl, who's going to want to step up and challenge Morgan for the global championship? I mean, who would dare to willingly step into the ring against this ogre? Oh, look at this, Briggs to the top rope after hitting the double knees to the face. Gorgeous crossbody and into the pin. What a skill this would be, but no. Morgan able to kick out. Briggs, though. Could this be the night of upsets? Shining Wizard into the clothesline. Vintage Andrew Briggs. It's been a dog's age since we've seen him hit that. Oh! Going old school, but it is not enough to keep down the global champion for that 3 count. Morgan now going to roll to the outside, trying to recuperate, but Andrew Briggs knows he has him hurt. The veteran keeping on the attack with some stomps in the hand. Enzu Lariat chopping big man down. Not to say that Morgan hasn't been defeated this past year. He's actually been defeated a handful of times this season, but all by countout. Last episode of Octane lost to Ted. By countout a few weeks ago, lost to Leon Valente. By countout, this seems to be the only way to actually defeat Morgan anymore. But the thing about that is when the global championship is on the line, countout, not going to do it. You got to pin or submit this man. Spine buster. But only a 2 count. Oh, he's going to go for that lion tamer. This is what he tapped Chris Diamond out with at Fortune. Knee to the back of the head. Middle of the ring. But Briggs able to endure. Fights his way out of it and forces Morgan into the corner. That's the last place you want to go when you're against Andrew Briggs, man. Pop out that knee of his. Careful not to be disqualified there. Pressing his boot to the throat of Morgan. What's he going to try for here? Puts Morgan in the corner. Is he going to look for that Shining Wizard once again? No. A scoop slam. Wait, if he goes to the top. Brett's rope. Briggs. What's he cooking? Oh, just a double axe handle. Nothing overly fancy. Now to the top rope he goes. The spinal tap. Vintage Briggs into the pin. 1, 2. Another kick out by Morgan. What does it take, man? Double knees to the face. The Shining Wizard. The spinal tap. Oh, vexation in an instant. In a breath. Hook to the leg. 1, 2, 3. Just like that. Just like that. Just another day for the Ogre, for the Sheriff of Octane. Wait a minute. Aaron Stone has just entered the ring. The protein-packed powerhouse. I was just talking about, who in their right mind would willingly step up, willingly want to challenge Morgan for his global championship. Well, I guess we have an answer. Aaron Stone calling his shot, staring down the Sheriff. What a matchup that could be. Make it official right now. Pat LaFate, where are you? It's our co-main event here on Octane number 81, my friends. Before we get to our main event of the evening, a death match as Hunter Quinn defends his Rite of Passage championship against the Ted. But first, Ellie Quinn and Chloe Marks getting ready to tear each other apart after a heated confrontation backstage at Fortune. Chloe Marks just could not help herself, rubbing salt in the wound after Ellie Quinn's failure to defeat Beatrice Lotus' failure to earn another shot at the Women's World Championship. Marks took great pleasure in making the night even worse for the unfortunate truth. But Ellie Quinn, not wanting to take any sort of shit lying down, and even more than that, quite an issue she has with Chloe Marks seemingly attempting to steal the Killjoy Club from her. As we saw Marks paying for a limousine service as well as some food for Taylor Wagner and Stevie Gabriel at Fortune, trying to get on their good side. Ellie Quinn making it clear, though, that no amount of bribery, no amount of sweetening the pot is going to force her soldiers to abandon her. Because that Marks is wasting her time. But if she wants to get her ass kicked and be put in her place, Quinn more than happy to do just that for her here tonight. I'd say that Marks has a little bit of a point, though. Ellie Quinn has obviously proven herself to be a rather hands-on teacher, and in not a good way. We saw her a couple weeks ago beating Taylor Wagner and Stevie Gabriel for their recent failures with a kendo stick. Obviously runs the Killjoy Club with an iron fist. And whereas this new season hasn't been going so well for Ellie Quinn, it's been going very well for Chloe Marks, especially when you compare it with the run she went on last season. Not much of a run at all. More like a brisk jog, or maybe even just a jaunt. Things were not good for Chloe Marks last season, but she's put that behind her. And these last couple of months, Marks has really been showing up and showing out in that ring. Picking up a lot of wins. And well, as we found out earlier tonight, with the fact that Queen of the Hill is coming at Absolution, both of these women, I could very easily see winning that matchup, going on to Ascendance 12 for a shot at the Women's World Championship. Especially Ellie Quinn, man. There might not be another path to that Women's World Championship after her loss to Beatrice Lotus at Fortune. But for Marks, this might just be the sort of opportunity she's been waiting for. And again, those qualifying battle royals begin next episode of Octane. But no doubt about it, this a big matchup for Miss Marks. Going up against a two-time women's world champion. Just as Ellie Quinn, you know how much she likes to brag about her accolades, and she certainly did that to Chloe Marks at Fortune. Asking Chloe, hey, what exactly have you accomplished here in CMV? Oh, yeah, that's right, nothing. And, hey, there's truth in that. Unfortunate truth, you might say. Marks is yet to hold championship gold. Again, last season was abysmal for the young woman. There's Ellie Quinn, two-time women's champion, former tag team champion, winner of the War Games, Hell in a Cell, Magnificent 8, headline, Ascendance 11. She's done just about everything there is to do. Extending the arm. Ellie Quinn with some stomps. And you might notice there is no Killjoy Club out here with Ellie Quinn. No Taylor Wagner, no Stevie Gabriel. Might Ellie Quinn be perhaps a bit worried, even though she's not showing it? Not bringing the rest of the gals out here with her. Maybe Marks has gotten to them. Maybe she's gotten Ellie Quinn. A choke here by Marks. Both these women rough, rugged. Ain't gonna hold anything back. Ellie Quinn really can't afford to. She cannot afford to take this loss here. Coming up short against Beatrice Lotus at Fortune. Like I said, Ellie Quinn, when it comes to Women's World Championship, her only path at this point might be qualifying for the Queen of the Hill. That's going to be her last chance to make it to Ascendance 12, fighting for the Women's World Championship. And she needs all the momentum that she can get here. Grab Quinn by the back of the head, walks her over to the ropes. Tying up her arm. Gotta rip it off. Take it home, polish it up, put it in the trophy case. Some knees to the gut. He drops into the pin real quick. Marks knowing what this win would be for her. Damn. Looking a bit shocked, that kick out. Off the rope she goes, drop down by Quinn. Leapfrog. Tries for the sliding shin strike, but Marks shutting that shit down. And coming up next, my friends, a death match. First time ever here in CMV, as the score will finally be settled one way or the other. Hunter Quinn defends his Rite of Passage championship against the Ted. This ringside area, ring itself, going to get a... What's the opposite of a makeover? Because it ain't going to look good. Spear from Chloe Marks. Into the pin, but a 2 count only. However, not finished. The Prodigy. Looking to set Ellie Quinn up for that devastating DDT. We've been seeing her utilized more and more lately. However, Quinn escapes. Wagging her finger saying, not so fast. Elbow, elbow, elbow to the gut. Gives herself the opening she needs. Drags Marks over to the ropes. Nice counter forearm. Quinn, though, using the ropes to slingshot back. Clothesline and into the pin. 1, 2, but a kick out. Quinn to the corner. Stalking Marks. Double boots to the back of the head. That literally made me cringe. Attempted murder? Anyone? Marks has got to be wonder which day it is again. As she rolls to the outside, the Queen soaring through the air. Lays Marks out, staring up the lights, eyes glazed over. She might even be seeing birdies at this point. Somehow she gets back to her feet. That's not nasty. Fucking moves I've seen. Nothing like just stomping on your opponent's head. Doesn't get much more straightforward than that. Marks obviously proven to be hard-headed, though. Even just used her head as a weapon. Her skull still fully intact, it would appear, at least for now. I don't know if she can survive another hit like that, though. Marks. Grinding down. Staying focused as she attempts the DDT again. Gets Quinn in position. Hanging her out. DDT! To devastating effect, but Marks. She does this every time, man. That's precious. Precious time she is giving Ellie Quinn to recover. Now drags her into the ropes, too. That's going to be a definite takeout, especially against Ellie Quinn, man. You can't play around like that. Quinn survives, but certainly some big damage done as Marks is able to turn it around. Nice elbow. Scoops her up. Drops her chest first on that top rope. Some rope burn for the unfortunate truth. Now we see Quinn just go wild. Marks, I should say, go wild on Quinn. Tries to make it to the ropes, it looked like. Chloe Marks stops her. Irish whip, watch out, ref. Discus big boot. Followed up by some punches to the side of the head. Rapid fire. Like a Gatling gun. Down to the bicep damage. Giving Ellie Quinn absolutely everything. Now look at this. Campbell clutch, legs spread out wide. Wrenching back on the head and neck. Quinn not going to tap, though, and Marks, oh my lord! No, wait a minute. What is this? Oh, what? The GTS! That's a maneuver we've seen Ellie Quinn utilize many times before. Trying to clean her out with her own finishing maneuver. But Ellie Quinn ain't about to be bitched out like that. Able to kick out, but veteran instinct to roll out of the ring, avoid being pinned again. Chloe, though, keeping on her like a peanut butter on jelly. They try to get her back into the ring. Quinn, though, comes back to life. Can she act quick enough? Jaw's got to be throbbing. Sliding shin strike, Quinn. Gonna show her how it's done! GTS! Night, night, Chloe Marks. 1, 2, 3, and there you have it. The master. Wait a minute. Ellie Quinn, though, doesn't appear to be done. Chloe Marks trying to fight back. But, here comes Gabriel. And there's Wagner. Well, it looks like Chloe's attempts to steal the Killjoy Club out from under Ellie Quinn gonna remain at just that, attempts. The Killjoy Club standing tall. Are you ready, my friends? Excuse me, maybe I should take a quick swig of the W before this match begins. Refreshed and ready to go because, my friends, it is main event time. Yeah. And as you can see, the ringside area as well as the ring itself redesigned. Like I said, the opposite of a makeover, whatever you might call that. A death match on the horizon. A first for CMV, but really, when you think about it, the only way that this could end. There are no countouts. There are no disqualifications. There has been quite a hefty amount of hardcore plunder placed underneath the ring, and again, fencing covering the ringside area, barbed wire wrapped around the barricades, barbed wire wrapped boards, planks in the ring. And the only way for this match to end is by pin or submission anywhere. The ref cannot stop this match. It doesn't matter if the Ted loses an arm, if Hunter Quinn loses a leg. This match does not end until we have a definitive winner. Of course, the Ted representing Amity. At last, whether they like it or not, trust must be placed into Ted as he carries the torch for Tracy James, for Toyota Camry, for B-Man. Things did not go the way of Amity had fortune, as it was the Unholy Alliance who was left standing tall when the dust settled in the hardcore war. But even that didn't end things, as after the show, a brawl breaking out in the parking lot, and before things could be taken any further, Hunter Quinn was the one to call for a momentary truce and challenge the Ted to this matchup, a death match, where someone like Hunter Quinn will well and truly be in his element and defending his rite of passage championship. As Hunter Quinn looks to once and for all rid himself, rid the Unholy Alliance, rid Octane of the pestilence that has been the Ted.
Take no prisoners! Oh,
And that rite of passage championship being on the line is almost lost amongst everything else, but it cannot be forgotten, especially as we get ready to begin the road to Ascendance 12, where having that rite of passage championship means more than perhaps any other time to cash it in, to challenge for the global championship whenever you want. Well, here we go. It has come to this. The Rite of Passage Championship on the line in the very first ever death match. The Ted, one might say out of his element, a fish out of water, but let's not forget that Ted has had his fair share of hardcore brawls, of street fights, of bloody affairs throughout his CMV career. But the man he stands across the ring from, like I said, this is his domain. He challenged Ted to this matchup. Ted is stepping into Hunter Quinn's world. He thrives in this type of matchup. But will his bravado perhaps lead to his downfall here? He's put it all on the line to finally end this war between the Unholy Alliance and Amity. That's what it's about here. Will there be anything left of either of these men, though, to cash in the Rite of Passage Championship? That's the question, but here we go. The Ted Hunter Quinn death match. Ring the bell, and it won't ring again until we have a winner. Both men come out ready to go. Looks like Ted's going to get the better of Hunter Quinn early on with that enziguri, but Quinn quickly firing back with a punch to the Irish whip to send him into the corner. Spins him around. Ted, though, quick elbow. Back at Hunter Quinn up again. The entire ringside area has been covered with fencing. The barricades wrapped in barbed wire. Barbed wire wrapped wooden planks, which Ted's gonna nearly land on. Able to roll to his feet, had to roll right over that barbed wire. I hope this fight isn't taken to the outside area too early. Well, there you go. Just as I said something, but here we go. Quinn goes fishing. Gonna pull out a trash can. Tosses it in the ring. Ted's able to recover. Greets Hunter Quinn with an Irish whip. Off the ropes he goes. And Pele kicking Quinn. Oh, man. Just sat right on the barbed wire wooden plank. Nothing like a couple of cuts to the rear end. It's not the first time Hunter Quinn has gone ass first, if you know what I mean. Ted gets caught with that kick to the midsection. Hopefully Hunter Quinn's shorts absorb much of the blow, but there you go. That hurt. Falling to the outside, right onto the fencing. Widow's Peak cracks the neck of Quinn. He just gets right back up, though, like it was nothing. Just shrugs it off. Not able to shrug off that back elbow. Count of one once more. Falls count anywhere as you see the ref in position, ready to go. Counter the Irish whip. Oh, watch out, ref. Last thing this referee wants is get caught between these two. Oh, you hear the sound of Ted falling onto this fencing. Hopefully we didn't get that fencing from the Bloody Forest. Every time we do, rusted. Hope these guys got their tetanus shots. Hunter Quinn back into the ring. He's going to grab that trash can. Just hurls it at Ted as he's getting back into the ring. One way to utilize the trash can, I suppose. Barbed wire ref. Now that would be something. I don't know if the referee gets paid enough, man. He might just want to get out of here. I'll count the pin from over here. Hunter Quinn. Off the ropes he goes for a beautiful disaster kick. Not very often you're going to see Hunter Quinn flying through the air. Big boy, though. Ringing the bell of Ted with that kick. Now he takes him for a walk. Tries for a kick, though, Ted. Blasts him with that elbow. Carrying him over to the rope. A little bit of rope burn across the chest of Hunter Quinn. Knee drop now from Ted. Tries for a stomp. Quinn, though, gets to his feet. Ted with that bicycle knee. Being a former Rite of Passage champion. Ted, of course, the very first ever Rite of Passage champion. It's like he told Hunter Quinn, you beat one man to win that Rite of Passage championship. I beat 7. Hunter Quinn, one hand, just hoists up Ted like it ain't no thing but a chicken wing and takes a chunk out of his finger. Hey, you gotta stay energized in a matchup like this. Back into the ring, Hunter Quinn digging. Barbed wire baseball bat! Cracking Ted! Ted, don't get up, no! Another shot to the head. Ted is bleeding. We don't have enough barbed wire out here, man. Oh, God, Ted is gushing. Ted is gushing. Cracked absolutely wide open. Off that shot to the head with the barbed wire baseball bat and a power bomb. Onto the fencing. Only a one count. One count. Kick to the chest, Ted. I don't know how he's not unconscious. Another power bomb. Onto the steel floor. And now Ted. He's looking to pull out some goodies. Is that a light tube? Just throws it at Quinn's face and shatters. Why are there light tubes under the ring? Oh, Ted pulling a Hunter Quinn there. Remember, Hunter Quinn had a fortune yeeted a stop sign at Tracy James's face to eliminate him from the Hardcore War. Yeah, that was for Tracy James. Might have some shards of glass in his eyes now as he gets thrown guts first with the steel steps. Ted, maybe paying a little bit too much attention to these fans here in attendance. Widow's Peak again. Hunter Quinn not so quick to his feet this time. It is all Ted right now, but as blood continues to pour out of that gash across his forehead, it's only a matter of time before he perhaps bleeds out. Back under the ring. What now? What now? A table? Ted's got wood! To the face of Hunter Quinn, just throws it on top of him. And into the pin. That might be one way to get the job done. No, still only a 1 count. Ted doing this for Amity. You can imagine Tracy James, Toyota Camry B-Man in the back right now, watching what Ted is going through here in the name of Amity. Waging this fight against Hunter Quinn and the Unholy Alliance. And don't get it twisted, it's not like he doesn't get anything out of it. The Rite of Passage Championship being on the line here. Hunter Quinn gives himself a bit of room to move, grabs the steel steps, throws them at Ted! Oh, Hunter Quinn loves yeeting. If there's one thing you know about the man, goes for the pin. Gets himself a 2 count. How do you just yeet? 10-pound fucking steel steps! Tiger driver down onto the fencing at ringside, but still able to kick out Hunter Quinn, giving Ted his fairy tale ending. But Ted comes to life, whatever life he has left. Rapid kicks to the face. Thinking about going for that table? No. Under the ring, Hunter Quinn's back to his feet. Oh, another light tube! Tries to track it over the skull of the Hellhound. Quinn says, not again, though. Oh, God, and now Quinn with the light tube in hand. Brings it down over the back of Ted, gets to his feet. Quick kick, knocks the light tube out of Quinn's hands. Another power bomb. God, the back of Hunter Quinn going to be looking like grated cheese by the end of this matchup. More kicks to the face. Ted going for the light tube? No. What more? What more? A door? Where do you even get a door like that? That's like a residential, that's like a neighborhood house door. Hunter Quinn shoulder first. He goes into the barricade as Ted. I think Ted going for the barbed wire baseball bat. No. Decides to make his way back over to Hunter Quinn. Quick stunner. Crack of the jaw. But misses the knee drop. And that might as well be knee dropping a cheese grater. Gets Hunter Quinn off his back momentarily. Slides into the ring. Wants the trash can. Wants to take out the trash. Take out the garbage. Hunter Quinn back of the ring. Ted with a power bomb. Look at a rival Killian Khan here. Trash can thrown at the downed Quinn. Crawl into the corner for comfort, but it ain't gonna be found. Able to get up that boot. Takes Ted off guard. German suplex attempted. Nice elbow by Hunter Quinn. Up in the fireman's carry position. Going for a walk once more. Feeling the sting of the top rope. Quinn to the outside. He wants those steel steps. They are heavy. 10 to 20 pounds, I would imagine. I have never myself picked up those steel steps. Look at Ted egging Hunter Quinn on, saying, that's all you got? Well, no! Hunter Quinn's got something else. Ted tripping Quinn up, just guillotined himself. Oh! Trick shot! Trick shot! 1, 2! But the kick out, and Ted can't believe it. Was that Ted's best shot? Was that his last great opportunity here as he again throws the trash can at Hunter Quinn? Quinn back at Ted with some elbows to the midsection. Creates a little bit of room, which he's going to utilize. Takes Ted into the corner. Snake eyes smearing blood over the top turnbuckle. And now Quinn stomping on the down Ted. Another cross slam to the outside. Hastily, Hunter Quinn going for the other set of steel steps now, just making even more work for the ringside crew. Ted carrying the second set of steps all the way around the ring, slides them into the squared circle. Ted's just waiting for him. As soon as he gets back into the ring, Ted dips. It's Ted going for Hunter Quinn. I think both these guys have suffered a bit too much brain damage in this match. T-E-D! 1, 2! Out of nowhere! But it ain't well and truly out of thin air, Ted lashing out with the TED, but Hunter Quinn survives. He's bleeding now as well. Oh, as Ted drops back first on the barbed wire wrapped wood plank. Ted, oh! On the barbed wire! 1, 2, 3! Oh my God! TED! Under the fucking barbed wire! And Ted is your new rite of passage champion. Hunter Quinn. Oh my God. His face torn to shreds. Somebody check on that man. Look at Ted. He can't believe it. And neither can I. Ted, your new rite of passage champion. What a match. What a win. What a show.